What's going on, YouTube? We have Jubilee 5 feminists versus one secret anti-feminist. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know if that title is just for like clickbait. Well, it's Jubilee, so more than likely it's just clickbait. But why couldn't it just be 5 feminists versus one non-feminist? I don't know. But these videos are usually pretty enjoyable for the most part. Yeah, they're edited, so you don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, this, that, and the other. But let's check this one out, and I'm gonna give my opinions on it. Boom. All right, let's get into it.
I'm a feminist.
I am a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
Also, okay, so it is like the whole secret feminist thing. Okay, that was in the title.
How do we feel about women having rights?
Yes.
Really cool thing.
Awesome.
The more the merrier.
What would you say is the most feminist thing about you yourself?
I believe women should be paid the same across the board, not just white women, but women of color. You can't be a person.
All right, sorry for pausing so quick, but what's the plot of this? Are they supposed to figure out who the secret anti-feminist is? Is that what's going on? Like, anyway, all right.
Person of color and not believe that women should have the same rights as I, as a black person. So that's why I'm a feminist.
They're all feminists. I'm confused.
Feminism is about women being equal, period.
Yeah. For me, it's just like uplifting women's voices for women's rights. I think like a good thing for us to start, like, how do you guys define feminism?
Like an advocacy for equity in the institutions for women, right? Not just in the economy and society.
Yeah, this is exactly what's going on. They're trying to figure out who's the secret
in
anti-feminist.
government and
Okay.
other positions of power.
Like I looked
And they're
over
questioning
I
each other,
saw,
okay.
like, not to hate anyone that wears running shoes, but like,
Sweeney's a feminist, of course. I would never, no one would ever look at Sweeney and think that this wasn't a
trope
feminist.
that,
Sorry
like,
for talking over it.
Anti-feminists, like right-wingers, dress more for comfort than style. So it's just a stereotype that I was playing on.
I think supporting women in all areas, so reproductive rights,
Oh shit.
you know, work pay rights, all that type of stuff. And I think being a voice for the ones that can't speak up, 'cause I find myself getting into arguments with people because I'm like, I will like really like have this conversation with you. So I'm just always
I
supporting
gotta pause it. I'm sorry. All right. If anyone is the anti-feminist, it's probably her. I know Jubilee is manipulating me right now with that background music they had playing. They had some weird, like, suspenseful background music or whatever. And honestly, the way she's dressed, her attire, she's probably not the feminist or anti-feminist. I don't know. But just on appearances alone of the cast members here, however you want to call them or describe them, I'm kind of leaning toward her. But anyway.
You went to Emma. I was like, that very much could be a conservative woman in this.
Yeah.
Just based on her
Emmett
outfit.
is
It was a
100%
great
a
outfit.
feminist.
She
I would
looked
never
great.
look at
I guess
Emmett and be like,
my
I ain't a
view on
feminist. Come on now.
feminism is that it goes beyond women as well. Like, we include trans people in there, and like by uplifting women and trans people, you then see a better society and environment for like men and like other people. You said something about agreeing with women no matter what they do. Like,
I don't know about that
totally
one, but
disagree.
okay.
I feel like feminism, you have to hold women accountable. Like, there are women like J.K. Rowling who like leading and spearheading a transphobia movement in the UK, and you can't like
Here we go.
hide behind feminism when you
All
were
right.
literally hurting women. And
Oh,
children.
totally. I
What?
feel like that
All
was
right, hold on. Sorry, commentary time. So I actually had, this might have been 2 years ago, maybe at this point. I had a pretty in-depth conversation with two people who were, I guess, pro-feminist or just feminist, guy and girl. And I'm not gonna say their names, obviously, but that was my first introduction into this whole world of like feminism and like the LGBTQIA, this, that, and the other. You know, when during like lockdown and stuff, everybody's home on the computer. I'm always on my computer anyway, but like it was everywhere, and I was like, I wanted to know more. So anyway, so I remember the trans feminist topic came up when we were talking about, it was random. We were talking about movies, and I was like, I have a guilty pleasure. Yeah, I guess whatever for Harry Potter. Like anytime Harry Potter comes on, I would always watch it. And then it was like a lighthearted conversation or whatever, but they both kind of was like, whoa, what do you mean like Harry Potter? And I was like Harry Potter, what are you talking about? And like, this is a true story. And I was like, of course I like Harry. What's wrong with Harry Potter? What do you mean? And I'm thinking in the terms of like movie and film. And I thought either they were trolling or they just don't like Harry Potter. But come to find out, the reason they were saying this was because that J.K. Rowling, I know this now, but didn't know it then, they were saying that she was a TERF. That was the first time I've ever heard that in my life. I didn't know what a TERF was. I didn't know what these people were talking about, right? And then they explained to me what a TERF was, you know, like the trans exclusionary radical feminist. And I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? What is that? And it took me down this whole rabbit hole with them. It was actually a pretty good conversation, but you know, I'm opinionated. I like to talk about stuff. So I honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think we really found a middle ground on that, because I didn't get it. Because I did look at some of the things that she was saying. Like, I didn't really understand what was the issue, because it's one thing to like say you want harm on someone. It's another thing to say like, well, I don't see how you're included within this group of people, in this case, females, you know? So I'm still like confused as to how, honestly, biological males within the feminist movement are able to speak with a similar voice as biological females. And sometimes it even seems like that some of the biological females within the feminist movement are uncomfortable, or they're overshadowed by the biological males who have louder voices. To me, it's very strange. Anyway, a little in depth, but well, kind of. But anyway, let me get back into this.
Broad statement.
She's the conservative.
Supporting
Anyway.
women. I think for me, when I was in a workplace run by men, I feel like I couldn't stand up to like the plate and step up and really like talk about how I'm feeling, because I would just get shut down. So I think like in those situations, I mean, like if there's like no one that can like support someone, like you should support them and educate them in a way.
What do you usually do in instances?
She's.
where you're, like,
It
shot
seems like
down
she's
by
playing a role
man
for real.
in power, you could say.
Well, nowadays it's different.
Okay.
If I was saying a few years ago, I would just kind of like rebuttal and just go about and do what they want me to do. But now I have a voice, and I will kind of, there's not like something equal. I will just point out the fact that, hey, that's not fair. Like, it's just a thing of being strong and powerful, I think.
And so what do men do in those situations?
Women a lot of time aren't taken seriously by men in the patriarchy.
Are they cutting
I think
Sweeney?
It's really important for us to like let our voices be heard and uplift their voices.
Keep each other in check.
Is Sweeney?
Allow
Okay,
a
I'm confused.
platform for women to speak, let their voices be heard, because that's the most effective.
Sweeney's a
way
man,
to,
right? Like male,
dismantle
I'm assuming.
ignorance.
His speech seemed very practiced or thought out. It
Who,
didn't seem
Sweeney?
natural.
Oh, she's
I
talking about the other
think
guy.
just putting women in leadership at my work, all of leadership is all women.
Yeah.
And I feel the safest there compared to other workplaces where I've been kind of like duking it out with the boss man kind of thing.
Oh
My
God.
bosses are all women too. And
Of course.
I will say that traditionally I have had issues with women being my boss, but as
You
Ooh.
need strong women.
As
You
I've
see?
grown,
Okay. I knew they was gonna say that. I knew somebody was gonna say that. But look, everything that like, I don't remember the name. Is it Emmett? Emmett's a feminist. Like I don't. Emmett, Sweeney, the girl with the glasses. I forget her name. I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover, but I'm gonna do it. These are feminists. These are feminists. Even the black guy at the end, I forget his name. He's a feminist. Is these two, not Sweeney, but it's the girl who's dressed more, I guess, is that conservative? She kind of like, oh, whatever. You know, she looks a little bit more like feminine, I guess. And then the guy in the blue top with the ponytail and the running shoes, like he looks a little bit more normie, I guess we'll say. But let's see, I don't know.
Educationally,
Yeah.
now that I know women's roles, and so I agree with you
Yeah,
with
he's a
that
feminist,
sentiment that
100%.
Women in leadership, it is just something about it. I feel safer too.
And I
I'm
grew up
hearing
with
all
a
these
family of
buzzwords, man.
women, so I was always having
Yeah.
to like
It seems
fight
natural
the
too, you
same
know?
thing. And also a
Isabel.
Hispanic household, so a lot of times it was like the woman's here to serve and all of that. And having like grown up with that kind of like
What's
mindset
this?
made me go the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying?
If you like this episode and you want to see more,
Ah,
make sure
come
to
on,
like this
Paulo,
video.
you ruining it. Okay, here we go. The feminists now vote on who they think
I
is.
think when people
Sorry, go back. Who they think is the mole? Jesus.
I think when people tend to use a lot of dictionary definitions, they were either studying up on it. I mean, you don't have to go Merriam-Webster on us and try to
Destiny.
explain it.
Nah, I'm playing. Yeah,
You know,
kinda.
Emma, she's a little too comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Is Emma? Oh yeah, they all voting for Emma and Eric. Oh, he got eliminated.
Everybody.
All right, he does look like just
I
on
had a weird hunch that it was
appearances.
coming. I'm very formal, so that can make it seem like
He
I'm
just, I
kinda
think he
more
just looks
nervous
like
or more,
too much of a normie,
steady
not formal.
rehearsed.
I want to expand on what
It
you
looks
said.
too regular.
I'm wondering how you guys feel
Oh,
about
shit.
trans women in women's sports.
Oh God, here we
I'm
go.
a trans person myself, and I think the root
Okay, I didn't know. Obviously, just admitted it, but this is kind of touching on. Well, actually, let me see what she says. Let me see.
of that problem tends to stem with we're protecting children, but you can't say you're protecting children if you're kicking out trans children. It is like a non-starter, and it distracts from, I think, more imperative issues with like the banning of gender-affirming care and like housing. And that's one of my biggest problems with like modern day feminism, is that it tends to center rich cis-het white women. And I'm like,
Oh God.
that's weird.
No, 100%.
How do you feel?
Well, yeah, I just want to see because I was wondering. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I know I'm like pausing a lot, but I have a real tough time when you get or see groups like this, and it's just always just like buzzwords and like you've heard this stuff over and over. It's white cishead, trans exclusionary. Like it's like, oh God. Like sometimes I really wonder, do these people even know what these words mean? I'm being honest. Like it could be a group like this or a group of conservatives. They just all just be throwing out. Okay, but admittedly, honestly, these groups do it a lot more. They just be throwing out words, misogyny, like all the time. All the time. It's like they just don't know what it means, or they just be using it all willy-nilly. It's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna be honest. It's like, all right, bro, like whatever.
I don't know if there's any turfs or swerfs in the group.
What the hell is a swerf? See, what the I have no idea what that is. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna look. What is a swerf? Sex worker, exclusionary, radical, feminist. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this video. I think. What the hell is that? Wait, nah. Exclusionary, radical, sex worker, exclusionary, radical, feminist. So are they saying that they're. What are they saying? Wait. So. I don't know. Like I'm trying. I'm not even joking. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is that. Sex worker, exclusionary, radical, feminist. So what does that mean? Like I don't know. I was gonna give you like what I might think it might mean, but I have no idea. Does that relate to like women? I don't know. How does this relate? How does that relate to like feminism? So sex workers can't be. There's sex workers who don't want trans women as sex workers, or does it? Look. This is what I'm talking about. Like, what the hell is that? All right.
Because like for me, trans women are women, so we should be protecting all women, not just cis women.
I have no problem about sports and stuff, but I also don't want to silence the J.K. Rowlings of the world, because I believe in democracy.
Oh, hold on.
And I believe to know your enemy, I want them to speak. I don't.
Yo.
That's how they used to do things.
I'm pausing a lot, but y'all gonna hear this. I have had so many conversations with people about this. Right? Really good people, sound of mind. You know, again, I'm opinionated, so I like having those conversations anyway. But I've always said, like, I want my racist or radical, I want them to say it. I want them to just walk around, live it. We got freedom of speech, right? I don't want a closet racist or a closet fascist or whatever term you want to put on these people. If they actually believe that, let them say it. And I want to see them. You get me? Like, I don't want them scurrying around, hiding in dark corners type thing. Like, no. One, they should have the right to say it. And two, why the hell would you want that to be hidden? If you're of sound mind and body and you think everyone deserves rights and, humans are humans, this, that, and the other, right? You know what I mean? Like, why would you want somebody who is clearly a danger to themselves and others to like be in the shadows? That's kind of, that's crazy. That's crazy. Is Kenyon a feminist? Because he says that, but I still think he is. And again, this is just me judging the book by its cover and the stuff that he said before. But I could already tell by the editing, they're doing like the pans and everything, the music. Oh shit. They gonna say, oh man, you can't say that. But even the fact that he can't say that is crazy to me. And obviously you can tell by the way they're editing it, they're showing the other people's facial expressions. They're thinking it too, but why can't he say that? Like, that's not, what's crazy about that? Anyway, I'm halfway through. Let's see.
things in the old days. That's what the KKK does. They hide their face.
Sure.
I want to know
point.
who they are, and I want them to
Yeah.
speak freely, so you know who the enemy is.
Exactly,
Sometimes it get a
bro.
little violent though,
But
and it turns.
I think
into
more
Well,
black
I
people
mean,
think
other
this way,
things.
to be
I
honest.
think I understand what you mean. Like you agree with free speech, but not
I
to
sure
the
do.
point where it should like restrict someone else. Like you
Yeah.
don't
No,
have
but
ill
I
will towards
100%.
definitely
people.
want the J.K. Rowlings and the Marjorie Taylor Greens to talk. I want them
Yeah.
to talk because I
Because
want to know
they
who they are.
sound so stupid.
Well, stupid, but you also want to know who they are.
Emma, what,
Yeah,
what do you-
yo, I'm sorry for pausing it again. I agree with him. I don't agree with the J.K. Rowling take, but that's his opinion, whatever. But she should be allowed to say it. She should be allowed to voice her opinion. Agree or disagree. Simple.
think you haven't said anything.
I'm kind of like I'm not against it. I'm not like so much. I feel like I don't have a clear
Uh-oh.
answer because in like with like kids,
Uh-oh.
like when you talk about kids doing
They
it,
voting
I
her
think
off the
children,
island.
I think everyone should like everyone's the same. They have the same strengths and everything like that.
Uh-oh.
But I think in like professional
looking good, bruv.
sporting situations, I might need to educate myself more on this. So this might be like what I need to come out of today and do. But I think trans women still have like more strength than women. Like,
Oh, it's over.
even
It's
saying that like they're women, but I feel
It's
like
over.
not
I was gonna say they're gonna vote
exactly.
Kenyon off. It's over for her.
Trans women to women, referring to cis women as the women, and like
Yeah.
kind of then referring to trans women as not women. I was like, oh, it might. Be
Oh
there.
my God. Okay. She didn't get the script. She didn't read the script. Anyone who has had this conversation, especially when it has to do with like trans women, and it's always trans women and women. Like, anyway, knows there's a script there. They all got those same views, the same talking point. And honestly, let's say that, I forget her name, is it Emma? Let's say that she is a feminist, right? Let's say that she is a feminist. I could already tell by the way they all look. Even look at the screenshot. Look at the way they looking at her. One, because she's talking, but you already know. They like, oh man, you failed the script test. Are you a feminist and don't got the script? Trans women are women. Even if you don't know, or if it click, actually she even said like she needs to do more research on it. Let's say she's a feminist and she's like, yeah, I got to do more research on certain things, this, that, and other. Instant disqualifier. I guarantee you. Kenyon, is his name Kenyon? I hope I'm getting that right. He's staying on the island. I don't even gotta think about the other three. They ain't going nowhere. But Kenyon and the girl who does appear to be a little bit more normie, I guess you would say, or conservative or whatever, the fact that she's fumbling with this is over. It's over. Shut it down. Oh my
Like
God.
they have an advantage, you would say.
Yeah, like a slight
Okay.
advantage.
So you might be against it, maybe.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
See, I don't want to say that though because I'm not really supporting all women.
Okay.
But
Emma
Well, if it's
throwing
professional,
herself
let's
off
be
the island.
honest. If you're good, you're good. I think if a transgender woman went up to play tennis against Serena Williams, and it's a transgender woman, she'd probably more than likely lose.
Yeah, 'cause Serena
What?
Williams is
No.
the greatest of all time.
I'm sorry. I got, oh my God. They don't, okay. This is another thing. They don't believe this. If they do, it's insane. It's insane. Serena Williams herself knows that she cannot compete against a male tennis player. We've seen this played out. We saw it play out with her and her sister where they lost to like some lowly ranked tennis player. She's even said that she won't play Andy Murray. So the fact that he would sit there and say that if Serena Williams played tennis against a trans female, which would be a biological male, that she would win, he don't believe that. He don't believe that. Like, come on. Like, look. I'm not gonna go further in depth into like, should they be in these sports, this, that, and other. That's for another video. But cut the shit. Cut the shit. Like, oh my God. But for the sake of this video, I guess Kenyon, brother, you staying on the island. I think that's what he doing. Because there's no way. Oh my God.
So when we talk about strength and stuff, sometimes
He's saving
it's just
himself.
skill.
yeah, so I think for sure like there's some that like they're absolutely even, but I think in very limited areas of sport then like there might be a slight advantage. But things like tennis and soccer, like
she's
those kind
done.
of things are all skill.
A lot of people get mad at trans women in sports when in reality, majority of trans women that compete in sports currently aren't doing that well. It's not like there's like a crazy big advantage.
I don't think that's true.
A lot of them are on hormones for like a long time. Like,
Don't matter.
It's
You
even
went
gotten
through
to the point
puberty.
where we're trying to make cis women who have high testosterone way lower.
So it's a regulated
They're still-
thing.
they're
so I wouldn't
female.
worry too much about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and a lot of times, let's just call it what it is. It's just about people's religion. It's about your
Huh?
ideology, your religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which,
Back control.
again,
Sex is about your religion?
They're
That's
shielding
another
it.
video.
Yeah, because Jesus said.
We trying to stay on the island. Let's see. The hell is he talking about? Of course they all voted for Emma.
Not so much
Yes,
what
she
he was
voted
saying
idiot.
on dating, but the fact that he was just giving me information overload.
Yo.
And it's like you kind of distracted me from what we were actually discussing.
Okay.
When the question
Yeah, of
first
course.
came up, Emma immediately kind of withdrew. And also, like, as a trans person, I'm just immediately like, that's suspicious
Emmett.
to me.
Okay. All right. Look, before we figure out what's going on here, we all obviously know that Emma is gone. Another observation here. Just a little observation. All right. Kenyan, biological male. I'm pretty sure I forget his name, but I'm assuming this is a biological male as well and identifies as a man, so on and so forth. Woman, and then Emmett is a biological male. And this is a topic about feminism. My understanding of feminism was like equality amongst the sexes. Obviously that definition has changed and warped, and everyone just thinks, or the majority of feminists I think that it's equality, women's rights. It's all women's rights, when originally I believe it was equality amongst the sexes. Again, that's for another video. I don't really see where, one sex has more rights than the other, but that's for another video. My point is here, just based off of their interactions and the way they were reacting with one another, Emmett, I forget this person's name, and this lady here, I feel like they made Emma so uncomfortable. Even the way, look at her right here. This is a biological female. You got one male. Leave me alone. one male, and another male telling a female, a biological woman, what feminism is, what it is to be a woman, this, that, and other. So on this panel, there are two biological women, and they this, I think I might have addressed that at the beginning of the video. I might have said something about it, but they're men telling women what it means to be a feminist, and then also simultaneously having the belief that feminism is about women's rights and making women equal to men. But then you have men telling a woman. I don't know if I explained it right and clearly, if you understand what I'm trying to say here, but someone who is being honest and just thinking about this clearly, surely you see the irony in that. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? So obviously she going off the island. I mean, let's be real. If I was there, I'd vote her off the island too, because she just looks conservative. And I know the verbiage, I know what they're going to say. And she was fumbling some words. Like, she gone. Kenyan brother, he was trying to save himself. I can't hate on it, but he a feminist too. I can tell. So, oh yeah, she gone.
I could have easily just agreed and played the game and got to the end. But I know this is a game, but I think it's also a game of topics and conversation. So I'm not mad about it.
Wait, so maybe she is the anti-feminist. She said to play the game, this, that, and other. Maybe that's her.
How it went.
If you think the mole
Continue
could
the
still be in the box and you want to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
Wait, what? Hold on, I gotta rewind that. Sorry. Let me read what he said again.
How it went.
If you think the mole
It's
could
still in the
still
box.
be in the box and
Oh,
you
shit.
want to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
Oh man, Kenyan, she coming for your neck. Okay, look, I don't know. They trying to get Kenyan out of there. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think we're set.
I will still vote to continue, but if you guys want to end it, I'm cool with ending it.
The light turns green. That means you have voted out the mole.
Oh, so it's
You
like
all
majority.
win.
Okay.
The lights turn red.
All right,
I will
rewind
still
that.
vote to continue, but if you guys want to end it, I'm cool with ending it.
So
The
they're
light
okay.
turns green. That means you have voted out the mole and you all win.
I think it's
The lights
green.
turn
Yeah,
red.
I think
That means the mole is still in the box and you
this turns
lose.
red. Oh yeah. I think it's green. I don't think
Three.
Kenyan is a.
2,
He's all feminist.
1.
Let's go. Oh my god.
Wait, what? Yeah, they got the mole, right?
I was scared.
I knew it.
Okay. Yeah, so she was,
The mole step
or the guy.
in 3, 2, 1.
Step right up.
What's going on?
Yeah.
there is no mole.
Wait, what?
My bad.
Oh shit! Yo, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, let me. Okay, I'll pause it. Sorry, let me finish this. Hold on. What?
First impressions, right?
So here's the thing. The mole actually never showed up.
Oh
but
my
we
God.
still wanted you all to play the game.
Oh my God.
This is a good one.
I was shocked.
Oh
I was
my
for
God.
certain we picked up a mole. We were done,
Yo.
case closed, and I feel like I was probably too quick to judge.
I think it's an interesting social experiment to see infighting even within these groups. Getting a bunch of feminists in the room and seeing who points to another
Damn,
one and
yo,
say,
Eric is
I
right.
don't think you're a feminist. Extremely interesting to me. And also extremely
ate their
interesting
own.
that I was the first one out.
I
So
felt
Emma-
some
wait, so Emma-
hesitation about coming on the show just because I didn't want to come off as someone, as a man, accusing women of not being feminist.
I'm done. That's how he came off the whole time. That's what I was saying. This is literally what I was saying at the beginning and middle, whenever. What I was saying it. This Sweeney literally came off as a man telling women what it means to be a feminist and what it means to be a woman, what women should be allowing and not allowing, this, that, and other. That is insane. That is insane. And what's more insane, they ate their own. They ate their own. They were all feminists. Even Emma, who did look conservative, and the dude with the gym shoes on and this and that. I mean, he kind of looked normal. I get it, but wow. So that proves the point. Like, if you don't got your script down in pat, like, there will be infighting. Like, they all have to think the same thing, even when it's absolute nonsense, or even when you just don't understand. You want to ask a question, they'll instantly throw you off the island or cancel you or just say that you're not a feminist. You will have biological men telling you that you're not. That's insane. That's insane. This is crazy. They legit ate their own. It be your own people, apparently. That's true. It be your own people. This is yo. Moreover, I'm pretty sure that's a word. Kenyon was a feminist. Ponytail guy was a feminist. How many? No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to name the females. So the girl in the middle, I can't remember her name, and then Emma are the only two women on this panel. One woman got thrown off, and then okay, I can't. Yo, that's
really
crazy.
Weird position to be in. I'm like, is it corny to go on a show and be like a male feminist? But like, no, it shouldn't be.
I think
This is
walking
crazy.
away from this, I really want to educate myself more on transgender women. That's something I've learned.
You cannot be about democracy, equality, freedom, and
Bruh.
all this stuff, and then sit up here and have barriers in place for somebody because of their gender. I think it's just our job as people.
What is see, that's crazy. Let me rewind that. What did Emma just say? Let's play. I'm gonna play that one more time.
Corny to go on a show and be like a male
Very
feminist,
corny,
but
Sweeney.
No, it
L.
shouldn't be.
What the hell was that?
Walking away from this, I really want to educate myself more on transgender women.
What? Okay. I'm gonna ask the question. What do transgender women have to do with feminism? What I don't get it. I genuinely do not understand. These are males. These are biological men. And you have Emma, who is a biological woman, who is a feminist, saying that she needs to educate herself on my brain is fried on like biological men telling her, oh my God, like this is to me, this is insanity. This is insanity. And I don't think saying that says that I hate somebody or like, no, you don't get it, because like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make it legitimately does not make any sense. If you want to be accepted into a group, how are you like coming into that group and telling the people who are already in that group that they have to adapt to you and you have to change? Like, it's just, imagine, here's an example. Imagine there being this same show, but it was I'm looking at the title. It was 5 black people or 5, I don't know what 5 African Americans versus 1 secret non-African American, and it was like Eminem, Rachel Dolezal, Kamala Harris, and just give me 2 black guys. Give me just random 2 black guys. It could be anybody. I don't know. And then like Eminem, Rachel Dolezal, and Kamala Harris are telling black people that they're black and that they know what it means to be a black person, and that say the random black guy was like, well, you're clearly not, but they identify as a black person. Do you know how it say that? That's how that sounds to me. That's how this sounds to me. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. I really need somebody to explain. Leave a comment. Let me know. Maybe I didn't articulate it well, but to me, I see a 1-to-1 there. Like, what the hell? It would just be more absurd. It would just be even more absurd. I think more people would see it and be like, this is absurd. Eminem, what the hell are you doing? Rachel Dolezal, we've been through this. Get off the stage. We've been through. Like, so I don't. Oh my God. I don't know. Look, Jubilee, I know they do some editing here and there, but honestly, this was a good one. I like this. I like this one because holy shit, that was a trap. They laid a trap, boy. They laid a trap, and it really shows that people will eat their own when it comes to certain ideologies and stuff. And like, I don't know how you can, how anyone who just watched this can miss that. That's exactly what just happened. So read your scripts. If you're going to be an activist or anti-activist or whatever, if you're going to be a part of a group, make sure you got your verbiage together, make sure you got your mindset together, and, you know, go in there full steam, because otherwise you're in the water. They throw you in the water. So learn how to swim, I guess. I don't know. Leave a comment. If you dislike the video, hit the thumbs down. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up.